Hello to all Bayonetta fans. If you are wondering if you can play Bayonetta 3, the latest Nintendo Switch game, before the Bayonetta series, then you can now play it into your PC. And I'm about to show you everything that you will need in order for you to get started in playing this game into your PC. So these are the files that you need for you in your PC so that you'll be able to play it into your PC, okay? And then you should install the latest build of Ryujinx Emulator. So as of recording this video tutorial, the latest build is 1.1.597 and it will run Bayonetta 3 with no issues at all, okay? As you can see here, I have played Bayonetta 3 and that I have that game. So for those who don't know and are new, that does not know what is Ryujinx Emulator, Ryujinx Emulator is a Nintendo Switch emulator and it can play Nintendo Switch games as long as you have all these files here installed into your Ryujinx Emulator. So first of all, I'm going to teach you where to get Ryujinx Emulator, okay? So open your web browser and just type in Ryujinx Emulator and hit search. Ryujinx.org is the official website for Ryujinx. So go to that, then go to download. Now, if you are using a Mac device, your Mac OS should be in Mac OS 11 or later version for you, to play into your Mac device. And for Linux, you can just download the Linux version here. And for Windows, you can just download the Windows version here. I have installed all of the latest patch and version for the Windows 11 22H2, and Ryujinx Emulator will run quite with no issues at all. Okay, so I'm just going to skip the download and installation process because that is really easy to do and anyone can do that. So I'm just going to assume now that you have already downloaded and installed the latest build of Ryujinx Emulator. So what's the next step? The next step is that you boot up or run Ryujinx Emulator now, and you'll be met with certain errors saying that you'll need certain files to be installed into your Ryujinx Emulator. So these are the files that is needed to be installed in your Ryujinx Emulator. So what are these files? These files are the Nintendo Switch keys and the Nintendo Switch firmware. It should be in version 15 in order for it to detect Bayonetta 3 in Ryujinx Emulator, and that your Bayonetta 3 should be in XCI file format too, okay? So if you're wondering where you can get all these files, legally speaking, you can only get these files if you own a Nintendo Switch, which is modded and has a custom firmware in it. Because if it has a custom firmware installed in it, then you can access your Nintendo Switch system files. So once you have access in that system files, just copy the keys and the firmware files into that system folder and copy that into your PC. And in order for you to get Bayonetta 3, it's really simple. You should own the game, you should buy the game, and have a physical copy of that game, and digitally back up that game into an XCI file format. And once done, then you'll be able to install them into your Ryujinx Emulator. So for those who do not own a Nintendo Switch console or the game, or if you have a Switch but don't know how to do all the things that I've said, and then I'm just going to save you that hassle and teach you where to get all of these files, okay? So in order to get all of these files, I'm just going to leave a QR code here wherein you can scan it with your QR code reader into your mobile phone, scan it in your phone, and you'll be redirected to the download page wherein you'll get all of these files. That is approms.com. So once you are in that website, just be sure to check the middle part of the page so that you'll get the XCI file format of Bayonetta 3. And once done, download the keys and firmware. All you have to do is just hover down to the website, to the bottom part, and then you'll get the keys and firmware. So be sure to check the entirety of the website so that you'll be able to get and download all of the files needed, okay? So I'm going to assume now that you have already downloaded all the files and that you have a copy of that into your PC now. So it's time to install them into your Ryujinx Emulator. To do that, just go to Ryujinx, go to File, open Ryujinx folder, and then go to System folder here, and then open the keys file here. Just drag and drop or copy and paste these files into that folder. This folder should be empty because this is your first installation. Close that. Now the next step is to install the firmware. To install the firmware, go to Ryujinx, go to Tools, go to Install a firmware from XCI or zip file, then choose on that firmware file. Click on that, hit open. And then it'll say install the firmware, hit yes. It'll say successfully installed, hit OK. Now your Ryujinx Emulator is now fully capable of booting up Nintendo Switch games. You'll know that the installation is successful because it will show the game icons for that game into your Ryujinx Emulator here, just like mine here, showing all of the games here. So what's the next step? Now the next step now is to optimize your Ryujinx Emulator so that you'll play Bayonetta 3 with no issues at all. To do this, just go to Options, go to Settings, and here, just pause the video and copy my settings. So be sure to copy everything in order for you to play Nintendo Switch games with no issues, okay? So in the game directories, the Nintendo Switch game should be in XCI or NSP file format because that is the only format that is being supported in Ryujinx Emulator. And if you follow all the steps in this video tutorial, you are guaranteed to get the XCI file format for Bayonetta 3. Now go to input. It is better to use a controller rather than using mouse and keyboard because that is really hard to do in controlling the game. So to configure this, just go to configure and connect your controller. Mine, I'm using a Nintendo Switch Pro controller, and as you can see, it's been detected. If you have a PlayStation or Xbox controller or any PC controller that can be detected here, just connect it and map it up according to your liking, and hit save. Now the next step is go to system. So just pause the video again and just copy my settings here. Now go to the graphics tab. This is the most important part, so be sure to copy everything. So graphics backend multi-threading should be on, graphics backend API should be Vulkan. The preferred GPU is your dedicated graphics card, that is an RTX 2070 Super for me. And the enhancement, you should enable shader cache and enable macro HLE. The resolution scale should be in 2x resolution because I'm using a 1440p monitor, and this will make the game look much sharper and much more clear and much more beautiful than the native resolution for the Switch. But if your PC cannot handle 2x resolution, then go for the native resolution. Now go to anisotropic filtering, set to auto, aspect ratio to 16:9. And once done, hit apply and save. Now your Ryujinx Emulator is now fully optimized to run any Nintendo Switch games. So a little bit of disclaimer, I'm not going to show you a gameplay of Bayonetta 3 because we all know that Nintendo is real strict on this kind of content and they don't want it to be shown in YouTube or any platform in the internet. So to save myself from my videos from being taken down or deleted by YouTube and Nintendo, I'm just not going to show you a gameplay of Bayonetta 3. But as of recording this video tutorial, I am willing to show you guys a little bit of boot up of Bayonetta 3 into the title screen. And once I am in the title screen, I'm just going to blur things out. And I'm just going to stop the emulation once I'm in the title screen. So I hope you guys understand all that part. But this is the proof that Bayonetta 3 is running quite well in Ryujinx Emulator. Okay, so I am now in the title screen. And I'm just going to stop the emulation now. So stop the emulation. So if you follow all the steps, then you'll be able to play Bayonetta 3 with no issues at all. And also you can also play all the Nintendo Switch games once you have followed my settings. So if you have some questions regarding the installation process of Bayonetta 3 into your PC, then just leave a comment in the comment section below and I will try my best to answer all of them. Thank you for watching. See you next time. And please do subscribe to my channel and goodbye for now.